Okay, y'all. Word on the street is Jay-Z and Beyonce are planning their great escape. Word on the street. That's what they're saying. They are planning a great escape, y'all. Running around here making people think they ain't going nowhere. Beyonce signing up for 10 jobs and all kind of stuff. They saying in a minute, okay? Beyonce is going to be gone and retired, y'all. This is what they're saying. But they're all over the place in the news. One person is saying that they, buying a house out the country on the run. The next minute, they're saying that they are buying more property here in this country, spending hundreds of millions of dollars. One place is saying they broke. The next minute is saying they got it. Word on the street is, y'all, it's a play. It's a play. Now, there's some whispers going on as well that Beyonce is about to go on tour, y'all. She's about to release some new music and go on tour. This is what I'm hearing. So we about to talk about it. We are about to talk about it. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome. Welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some it's not, and the fair act use is in my description box, y'all. So, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Sunday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings, and please, y'all, watch the company that you keep, because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's a lot going on with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like, y'all, all over the place. I kid y'all not. But the biggest news that's going on right now is Jay-Z and Beyonce, okay, is planning this concert of the century. Word on the street. This rock album, Act 3, that's supposed to be coming out next year. Yeah, y'all, I'm hearing it's a reason why it's coming out next year. They said this was plotted and planned. Y'all, I keep telling y'all, Beyonce and them like to do stuff by the numbers. A lot of these Satanists, they like to do stuff by the numbers. I've been telling y'all this for a long time. And word on the street is, they have spiritual advisors that line up their stuff by dates and years and this and that and this. And it's not a coincidence, y'all, that Beyonce is going on this tour in 2026. They say there's a lot of symbolic meaning behind this Act 3 album, y'all. And I had to do some numbers because I was like, let me throw this in the numbers and see what's popping up. I had to, y'all. It's a lot going on. They're saying that Beyonce is about to represent for Satan right now with this rock and roll album. And she going to be able to let loose and do all her, because y'all see the last album she did, she was throwing up the Baphomet constantly and stuff like that. Well, that's all they do in rock and roll is throw up the Baphomet, and they wear all of the skulls and bones and this and that and this. Yeah, y'all, this is going to be a frenzy right now with Beyonce doing this rock and roll album. Now, they're saying she's going to mix it up with a little R&B, but just think about the merchandise that they're going to sell at this concert, at these concerts. They're going to have so many Satanists coming out to represent. This stuff is very popular, to be honest with y'all. Look at D4VD. He got more popular. The more sick stuff is coming out about him and satanic stuff and this and that, the more his followers are growing right now. So this is very popular. They're going to make a lot of money off this album. They really are. And not to mention Beyonce out here using, legends in the game so that she can gain more followers, because she got to do something about all of those IG followers that she lost. She lost like 12 million, over 12 million followers on IG. She had 320 million. She done lost over 12 and is still dropping. So she is trying. They're doing everything they possible can to stay relevant right now. And somebody came in my comment section the other day and they was like, Beyonce just at them concerts trying to steal, Brandy and Monica and them little shine so that she can go and copy off of them. I believe that now. I really do. She trying to see what people like, what's getting the crowd's attention. So she gonna go to, Brandy and them stuff and see, what's popping right now. So this is what she doing. And I heard she had on an outfit something similar to what Brandy was wearing. So y'all, Yeah, it's a possibility that that could be true. And that really could be true. But this is what I'm hearing, that she is about to rock for Satan, y'all. Okay? And she's going to use a lot of people. She's going to have some new faces at her concerts because she is throwing in, oh, I'm going to send out homage to some of the legends. Word on the street is she's supposed to be honoring TLC. And I'm hearing that this is just, a PR stunt to steal TLC them they fans and have them to come. You know what I'm saying? Because if she's supporting them, then maybe her fans will come out and support Beyonce since she's throwing them homage. But this is also a way for Beyonce to copy off of them too. This is one of the hottest groups in the world during that time. Okay? And I'm gonna just say it like this: all money ain't good money. And I just feel like TLC them should be like, no thanks, but no thanks, and go about their business. Because I'm telling you, anything that comes with putting your name with them and collaborating with them, doing these whole one part, 2 part, threes, it's been not good for everybody that collab with her. When she did Renaissance, Madonna collab with her, and she stole all of Madonna little, style on the Renaissance and stuff. It was just like, it was so much similar to Madonna's concert, the strike a pose and all of that stuff, that they could have removed Beyonce and put, Madonna in there and they wouldn't have skipped the beat. Because that's just how much she copied off of her doing the whole routine and everything of the Renaissance tour. It was crazy how similar it was. It brought out that Renaissance album, part one. It brought out disco, it brought out house music and all of that psychedelic little, the lights flashing and this and that and that and this, which brought out a lot of people that were doing street pharmacy stuff. She brought out a lot of that. The Renaissance also brought out a lot of Sweat and Skittles, just the routine of the concert and stuff like that. So she brought out those type of crowds. She's going after particular people. Okay, y'all? The house music, the disco, for time, and the Madonna strike a pose. She brought out she was making sure everybody got a little taste of it. Okay, y'all? And right after she did that collab with Madonna almost lost her life. They found Madonna unresponsive when she did that collab with Beyonce. Y'all, I know y'all remember it. Then she turned around and she did the country album with Dolly Parton. Y'all remember she did the country album. She did that with Dolly Parton. As soon as I heard that Dolly Parton was teaming up with Beyonce, I said, oh, Lord, she do not need that drama. That's the first thing I said. And my subscribers, they was laughing when I said it. But right afterwards, Dolly Parton started catching H to the ELL after she did that collab with Beyonce. She was in the middle of her property or something like that, or something that had ties to her. It was flooded and all of that stuff. It was like a historic flood came through her property and stuff like that, or something like that happened. That was the first thing that happened after she did that collab with Beyonce. And right after that, she lost her husband, and she was with that man so long time. She was with this man, and Dolly Parton lost the love of her life. Right after she loses her husband, Dolly Parton got sick. She had to cancel some of her concerts and stuff like that right after doing that collab with Beyonce. And I'm going to just say it like this. TLC are legendary. They don't need Beyonce to pump them up or none of that stuff. Like I said, all money ain't good money. And all, clout ain't good clout. Okay? One of the TLC's girls, she's been sick for a very long time. I would stand clear of Beyonce. I'm just going to put that out there, okay? Not to mention they already lost one of the artists, Left Eye, okay? And just imagine what Left Eye, back in the day we never paid no attention because she put the little thing over her eye and prancing around and this and that and that and this. But in these day and age, and what we know now, a lot of stuff is symbolic. I'm just throwing it out there, y'all, okay? Just throwing it out there. She's also supposed to be dedicating, to doing a little dedication to Destiny Child. I'm hearing she's going to be honoring them. Finally, she's going to include them in one of her big concerts. It's about time. Maybe she only probably doing it because we talked about it. I'm just saying, y'all. I was like, if she support Kelly so much, why she never, ever, her and Michelle, she never invite them to open up her concert for her, nothing, so they can make a little change or something. None of that. She never support them in that way. And now she is honoring Destiny Child. This is what this last album is about. Satanism, honoring legends and stuff like that. So she's mixing in their fan base so they can all come and mix up with these Satanists that's gonna come to the concerts, y'all. Basically, that's what I see. Okay. What else? She is doing a dedication, or she's doing some type of collab, or basically copying off of Tina Turner music as well. This is what I'm hearing. She's going to be copying off of Tina Turner. I get maybe the rock ages, maybe some of the R&B stuff. I don't know, because Tina Turner mostly was yeah. She could want to just show her body off because she been doing plastic surgery allegedly, so she can wear those little skimpy outfits that Tina used to wear. So maybe that's why she doing that. I don't know. Or she gonna maybe do something rock. And either way it go, majority of the time when Beyonce is calling herself doing a dedication to somebody, is usually copying their stuff. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That's how I feel. Okay, y'all. My personal opinion. But yeah, they saying that she is about to snap for Satan right now, y'all. They saying she's about to go all out, y'all. Word on street. Okay? Now, like I told y'all before, Beyonce and Jay-Z, they do stuff strategically. Everything that they do, they get, financial advisors to advise them on lining up dates and times and, things that's going on and this and that and this. And word on the street is a reason why she saved, the rock album, Act 3, for 2026. Because word on the street is 2026 is the year of the fire horse. Yes, y'all, according to Chinese, it's the year of the fire horse. So it's a reason why she's riding in on the fire horse, and all of that stuff is a reason why she waited till 2026 to drop the last part. And I'm going to just tell y'all this. I feel like her and Jay-Z up to something. I don't know. I just feel it in my heart of hearts that it's a possibility that, this could be a grab your bag and run finale. Okay, y'all? She could be going to all of these different cities, states, countries, and telling them pay me in cash. I'm just saying, y'all. Just think of how her and Jay-Z could live in another country off of, just say if she made, and I think she's going to make more than this, but just think if she made $400 million off this concert. Do y'all see the money how they would live in another country? They wouldn't live too far off of it here, especially how they spend money and stuff like that. But in another country where things are cheaper and this and that and this, they can live large off of that for a very long time. They're just too all over the place for me to make me think that, Beyonce now wants to not run. When they was just trying to buy, well, not trying, but was buying property out the country. Okay, y'all, we ain't forgot about that. So, yeah, y'all. And this is big because the year of the fire horse don't come around so often. They said this happens like every 60 years, y'all. Every 60 years. Why the year of the horse, 2026, could bring chaos, but also great progress. So this represents wealth. The fire horse, it represents wealth, and it also represents destruction. Destruction, which made me think about, there's a possibility, y'all. And I want y'all to think about how the age that they saying Beyonce is. I don't know how old she really, well, I do know. I got information. But according to, the internet, it says Beyonce is 44 now. I want you to pay attention to numbers right now. It's a lot of numbers, symbolism in everything she's doing right now. The fire horse comes around every 60 years. That's 6. The year of 2026. It's a lot of numbers stuff going on when it comes to this situation. That's why I tell y'all, there's a reason why she waited. She waited, y'all. She did the first one, Act 1, the Renaissance. She did that 2022. Almost sacrificed, sacrifice Madonna, allegedly. Almost. The country album, almost sacrifice Dolly, but she ended up getting a husband, allegedly. 2024, And then now we have the rock album Act 3, 2026. And guess who she's supposed to be collaborating with now? Doja Cat, y'all. Another Satanist. She's supposed to be rocking with her now. But yes, they're saying that it is coming. And they're saying within maybe a week or weeks, she's going to announce the new album. And then she is going to go on tour. And I'm not surprised. I mean, it is. Look what time of the year it is, y'all. Pay attention to that as well. Okay? I just wanted to put this up here. And there went out another horse that was red. Okay? Revelation 6:4. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And that they would take people out. One another would take each other out. And there was given unto him a great sword. This makes me think of mind control. A lot of these concerts, a lot of these Satanists, they are putting their crowds under mind control. These people are under spells. And then, like I told y'all before, you got to be careful of what you're buying as far as merchandise. Because a lot of rituals, they do with merchandise. Look at Lil Nas X, the gym shoes that they were saying that had the blood in it, okay? In the material to make the gym shoes. And it was a big thing people was talking about. You think it was his, or do you think it was somebody else's? BLOOD, okay? And in order for them to get that into and put that into the material that's making those gym shoes, that was called the devil gym shoes, okay, y'all? There had to be a ritual done. There had to be rituals done. And this is saying somebody taking peace from the earth and people taking each other out. Revelation 6:4, y'all. 6:4. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. And we y'all know how many Satanists is into rock and roll. That's when you think about rock and roll, that's all you think about is just satanic people. Lots of satanic people. Satanic music. This is what you think about. But yeah, y'all, she got the black horse with the rock and roll, and then she's coming in on a fiery horse. And like I told you, there was a reason for that. Then she picked Doja Cat. Doja Cat is another one that's one of the biggest Satanists out here, y'all. I mean, she done went full throttle satanic. And if you don't believe me, look at the stuff that she does. And she's doing a collab with her. Can you imagine her and Beyonce on the stage together doing rituals? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Y'all better be careful, very careful, of concerts, the company you keep, and all of that mess. You have to be very careful about that. Look at this mess right here. Look at this mess. Give me 1 second, y'all. You don't feel good? Okay, let me finish. Yeah, y'all. So, let me finish. This child right here is bad. I mean, she's really into the most sickest things there are. And this is who Beyonce is about to collab with. Can you even imagine them doing a video together, her and Beyonce, and they both Satanists? So this is telling y'all now that 2026, this is how they bring in 2026 in. And Beyonce is going to lead the pack. It's not just going to be her and Doja Cat coming out doing allegiance to Satan next year. It's going to be more Satanists following, doing their concerts the same thing. And think of the energy, all of that dark energy that's going to come from those concerts. Them buying merchandise and all kind of stuff with skull and bones on it, and t-shirts with the skulls and the this and the that and the that. It's going to be crazy. So y'all be careful. Be careful and stay prayed up. Going to be a lot of skull and bones, take you out by the numbers, coming up in these numbers that I'm about to show y'all when it comes to this rock album Act 3. A lot. And you see 38 and you see 83 right here. So it is showing you both ways it's popping up. I'm about to show y'all. Renaissance trilogy. Trilogy equals 3. And what else come in threes, y'all? Demises, right, y'all? It kept popping up. Kept popping up in the numbers. Renaissance trilogy is what they're calling Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. 2022, disco music, house music. 24, she went white on us, y'all. Okay, she went white. And the crazy part, her least selling album and her least selling concert, this is one she won Album of the Year for. Just have to throw that out there, okay, y'all? Now we have the demonic world about to come out, and she's going to represent for them. The Renaissance trilogy is what they call it because there's 3 of them. You see the Infinity Links on here. You see the 11 pop up, and you see what? 232. That's skull and bone right there, y'all. 232. You see that skull and bone in there. It's going to be a lot of that coming up in the numbers. A lot of taking. People better be careful going to this concert. And that's going to any concert. You have to be careful of, if something jump off. And when you're around Satanists and people are under mind control and stuff like that, you got to be careful where you're going. Because a lot of these places ends up with huge sacrifices. Y'all remember her last concert album. They said it was a little stampede or something. Did nobody get hurt on belief in that one that I can remember. Okay? But this one right here is going to be bigger. Because like I say, Satanists support each other. They make sure they get a bag. And rock and roll, y'all think that Beyonce not about to snap out for them, for Satan? When you put in Renaissance trilogy, God of the underworld pops up. And look at the numbers that match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers out of these match. God of the underworld. Yo. This is what was coming up in the numbers. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Yeah. This is what was coming up in the numbers. God of the underworld equals 83. Take you out of numbers. Don't be surprised if there's some type of stampede or somebody or people start taking each other out. Because look at that verse, Revelation 6:4. Look at that verse. Look at that verse, what it says. That people are going to take each other out. People only do this when they're under mind control. People be under mind control at these concerts. They're saying that people went to concerts and they was losing their memory and all kind of stuff. They didn't even remember being there, y'all. Renaissance trilogy. Trilogy equals, take you out by the numbers, y'all. It also equals 666, y'all. And this on here twice. 83 and 38. Look at that. On that twice. That's trying to tell you something, y'all. You got to be careful about these concerts. You got to make sure you're going to make it out of there alive, okay? Because there's a lot going on, and you got to be careful who you out here repping for. Now, I'm just saying. Now, let's go back to the fire horse, y'all. The fire horse also equals skull and bones. This is the year of the fire horse. Skull and bones. 322. It also equals 911. And y'all know what came with 911 equals 111 and 666. Somebody's ship is about to sink, y'all. Okay? Fire horse, if you just put it in this way, it equals 38. You can't make this up. It also has 333 in there. Pay attention. Let's keep going. The fire horse. If you put the fire horse, you just adding a the to it. 322 and 911. 322 and 911, y'all. Let's keep going. Act 3, which is the name of her rock album. Act 3. That equals 111 and 666. Like I told y'all, somebody's ship is about to sink. It also has the 48 up there, which is the solar eclipse. Okay, y'all? The portal opening. Then you got the 33 and you got 51. It all comes to 51. Act 3 equals 51. And there's a lot of meaning behind that 51. Okay, y'all? We're going to get back to it in a minute. Act 3 equals 111 and 666. 111 and 666 is the mark of the beast, y'all. It also equals New York, which is what Jay-Z is from. World Trade Center also equals 111. And what happened on the World Trade? What date was it? 911, right? It was 111 days left in the year at 9/11. You can't make this up, y'all. And it's going to keep popping up. 911, 111, 666, 38, 38, 38, 83. Keep popping up. 51. Look at this. Somebody's ship is about to sink. It is going to be Beyonce for all the disrespect that she do to God. It's going to either be Jay-Z or them fans that's going to be a sacred to the fight. A huge one. At these concerts, people better be careful. People better be careful. A lot of people know the things that Beyonce and Jay-Z is into, and they still choose to follow them. They still choose to, run around here and get them their money, this and that and this. They still choose it. You got to answer to that. You really do. You have to answer to that. The guy who made the Titanic, I think his birthday is November 11th. The release date of the Titanic was 111. Somebody's ship is about to sink, y'all. And if you follow these demonic people, don't get mad when you go down with the ship. I'm just saying. Mark of the Beast 111. Sinking of the Titanic also equals 111, y'all. Also equals 111. World Trade Center 111. Act 3 111 and 666. 51. Let's go to this 51. I think I want to talk about this 51. 51 also equals cast a spell over. Y'all. Cast a spell over. This is witchcraft. This is sorcery. This is what this concert is about to be about. A lot of them is doing it. A lot of them. Taylor Swift, they say she was doing rituals on the stage too. And I think she was the one people were saying that they lost memory going to her concerts. Every time you're going to people that worship Satan concerts, ain't no telling what you're bringing back home. Especially when you're buying souvenirs and all of this other stuff and their merchandise and stuff. Y'all be careful. Be very careful about this whole thing. If you put in cast a spell over, why Beyonce name come up here? And all of these match, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things match with casting a spell over someone. Okay, y'all? Beyonce name pops up, y'all. This can't be no clearer to me on what this concert is about to be about. Satan is about to get really crazy, okay, y'all? Skull and Bones pops up, and look at all the numbers that match up, okay? We're casting a spell. Year of the Horse. Look at all the numbers match up with casting a spell. Be careful, y'all. Next 9/11. Look all the numbers that matching up with casting a spell. The next 9/11. Is Beyonce about to rock the crowd, or is the crowd about to get rocked? And there's so many people that will still run to these concerts knowing they're dangerous, knowing, what they're dealing with, and they'll still go anyway. Okay, y'all? MK Ultra Monarch is popping up. We cast a spell, y'all. With Beyonce name, all of this. You can't make this up. And go back and check it if you want to. Birthday ritual is popping up, y'all. Church hitting is popping up. Oh yeah, when these Satanists get together, things happen. And they try to take a lot of people out as much as they can around these ritual times. And like I said, Beyonce just leading the pack. Best believe there are going to be more artists that's into this satanic stuff that's going to be going on concert next year too. Because if Beyonce is doing this, is a satanic ritual coming, she's just getting it started for everybody else. Watch and see. And the only people that will go and hit up a church and stuff like this is satanic people. Satanic people. They don't want nobody in that serving God. And let Jay-Z think he Jehovah. He tried to even change his name so people could call him that. The disrespect is through the roof. And I keep telling y'all, every time I'm doing numbers for them, it keep coming up something about airplane. Like, is something going to happen with a helicopter or airplane in connection with Jay-Z and Beyonce? It keep on coming up every time I'm doing numbers. I kid you not. Take You Out mission is popping up under Cast the Spell. Are you on a mission to take yourself out when you're going to these places and supporting these type of people? That this is what happens to people that's, I'm just saying, y'all, supporting Satanists? Ask yourself this question. I wonder if she gonna have Blue Ivy on the stage dancing, because it could get real out there. It could get real out there when you're dealing with Satanists and you playing games like this with God. It can get real out there. And I'm wondering, is she going to do that? When she was with the Renaissance and she was on the stage dancing, she didn't mind her dancing with the sweat and skittles and this and that. Maybe she thought she could learn some new moves because they can dance, y'all. You know they can, okay? Very limber. So maybe she thought she was safe. But would she do that same thing? Or would she not care and throw out to the wolves? And not care if shit could hit the fan at one of these concerts. I wonder if she's going to be doing all of those little gadgets with the cars in the sky and all of that stuff in this concert. Because karma is a mother. Karma is something else. When you call yourself getting real down and dirty doing your satanic stuff and you in the air, that would be a crazy fall, wouldn't it, y'all? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Remember I said the 51? Spellbind equals 51 as well, y'all. Spellbind. And look at the solar eclipse stuff right here, too. Remember I told you they opened up a portal when they did that solar eclipse. A lot of family members stopped getting along. A lot of kids. You see that guy that took out his mama and his daddy? And his daddy was like really popular in the industry and stuff, doing movies and stuff like that. He took his own mama and daddy out. That portal was opened up and it affected the kids. This is why so many people, to me, not getting along with their kids, people that they normally used to be really, really close, not no more. Family breakdowns. 48 is coming up too. Spellbind. Be careful that you out here trying to buy tickets for somebody to send them to a satanic ritual, because it's a lot of what this is. Be careful what come back home to you. Just saying, y'all. Bewitch also equals 911 and 38. Take you out of numbers. Bewitch. There's a lot of spells going on at these concerts, y'all. You gotta be careful. Beyonce dropping hits all over the place that she about to do the act 2, the other 3. She about to get to act 3. She's dropping all kind of clues that it's about to get cracking. I think she's letting the Beehive and everybody know that follows her and goes to all her concerts. Get your money together. And you see what time it is. It is income tax time again. And word on the street is she is within days or weeks with announcing this Act 3. They said she has a habit that she does. When she do a concert, like she just did the Renaissance concert. They said she did the Renaissance concert. She put it on her IG and she put a link on the IG. They said she took the Renaissance down when she got ready to do the country album. She took that link down and put the new link in there for the next album. Well, word on the street is this is what people are saying. Why she throwing out hints and this and that and this. This was one of the hints she threw out. And they said she has now removed the country album link. And they said it's a matter of days or a week before she announced this rock album. Because she just took the link down to the country album. So this is why they saying that, oh, she about to, get it cracking again. And I do believe Beyonce is letting people know, when you go and get that income tax check, don't spend my money. Basically. Because she's getting it in early, y'all. She is getting it in early to let people know don't spend her money. And I think this is so selfish of her, but at the same time, I mean, this is how they PR, everything works. When do people get have the most money in their pocket or got some extra money in their pocket? The majority of the time, the majority of people that support her, they got extra money around income tax time. So it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense the 2026. The year of the fire horse. And now she's riding around on her fire horses, y'all. That represents destruction, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. And like I said, they're all over the place. Now they got this story coming out that Jay-Z and Beyonce is buying a $100 million New York City apartment. This is somebody who was just trying to get a loan for $100 million. Now I know Beyonce is adding more jobs to her plate. But we all heard all the rumors that Beyonce was tired of working. She was ready to dip off somewhere and get away from everything. How long is she going to really be on this board? In a co-chair? I'm just saying. Is this just for one show? Ask yourself this question. Will she come back and forth every year to do that? Because I still believe that they're going to get out of Dodge real soon. I personally believe that. I don't think... How do you go from buying houses out the country, messing up that money because she bought land that she was going to be swimming in mud, okay, y'all? They made a complete fool of them over there by wasting that money. Now she either got to sell that land or try to do something with it. And it's a swamp land, y'all. And she is working her hand off, y'all. She's co-chair. She got to work on that. Now she's about to go back on tour. Who works like this? That's billionaires. I'm just saying. She is working her tail off. It's clear to see that she's trying to keep her family afloat right now. And she's doing everything she has to do so that ship don't sink. But a word on the street is as fast as she make it, he spend it. He spend it, y'all. Word on the street. And not just that, they say he likes to gamble. I don't know, I don't be around. I'm going to say allegedly because I have no idea. But they say he loves to gamble. And when I say gamble, it just don't mean gambling in that way. Word on the street, he just likes to mess up money. He's not the business, guru that everybody feel like he is. And we saw him in that meeting. He looked like he was lost in that meeting when he was trying to beg to get that doggone, that casino. He was lost. And he was throwing everything out there. He even put Beyonce in there so he could try to win that bid. And he still lost it, y'all. Nas won it without even being married or tied to somebody like Beyonce. And he won it. Word on the street, y'all. Jay-Z is in the middle of a RICO. Word on the street. And word on the street is this could be the getaway plan. And like I said, y'all might laugh when I say they probably making everybody pay them cash when she do this tour. Y'all might think it's funny, but it ain't funny. Beyonce and Jay-Z could be taking this. They could live off of 400 million, whatever, and it could. They probably gonna make way more than that. Cause Satan sells to these sickos and wackos out here. Satan sells. This could be the biggest getaway plan ever, y'all. Ever. And when like I said, her honoring TLC, I think TLC and them deserve to be honored. But I wouldn't want my name mixed up with Beyonce. This trilogy is not a good thing. I don't know that y'all have y'all ever seen a movie called Trilogy of Horrors, or the Horrors of Trilogy, something like that. And they had 3 movies together. I saw that a long time ago when I was like younger. I watched it. It scared the crap out of me. But I don't know why I'm thinking about that. And Demise coming threes. She made this Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. And I kid y'all not. Some weird stuff is even popping up. Let me go to my gematria for a second. And I just want to put 51 in just for a second. I'm going to put 51 in there. And when I put 51 in there, Black Swan event pops up. Okay, y'all. Collapse pops up. Like something is going to happen with this concert. Batman is popping up. And I got a feeling it's going to be probably her fans. They're going to be throwing up the Batman signal. They're going to be in trouble. It's something big is a brewing. A stampede or something. Batman equals 51. Crucified equals 51. Security, like something is going to happen. Security ain't going to be able to do nothing with the people, or something going to happen. A big event is coming, y'all. Okay? Something is definitely a brewing. I kid y'all not. Tornadoes. Remember I tell y'all any storms, tempests, tornadoes, whatever. Yeah, you got to be careful that's popping up. What else? Soul is popping up twice, and spelled differently. That's weird. For that to be 51 as well. Soul, SOUL is popping up, and SOLE. Both soul is popping up, y'all. Both. Mingle Tingle, Traffic to the King is popping up. Beast Mode is also popping up as well, y'all. Rolling Stones is popping up. Rolling Stones is tied to rock and roll, y'all. Rock and roll. Let's look up, all this is a part of Act 3. Let's look up the Fire Horse, that 136 that was coming up under Fire Horse. 136. When I put in 136, the Fire Horse, why Rico come up, y'all? I got a feeling that Beyonce and Jay-Z now finna get out of Dodge. Master Mason and Mason Temple is popping up. And I'm not lying, foreshadowing and horse is popping up. And that Rico just keeps staying on my mind, y'all. Rico is popping up. Flames is popping up. She riding on that horse, that flame, the fire horse. That's popping up. 84 is popping up, which is the solar eclipse once again. You can't make this up, y'all. Hacking is popping up. Dallas is popping up. Kabbalah is popping up. Jesuit is popping up too. The Beast. The Beast is popping up, y'all. Y'all, be careful going to these concerts. For real, for real. Be careful. Because I think this stuff right here that they throwing up, oh, Beyonce, she's about to buy, and Jay-Z $1 million. They want to put this news out so we can think that it ain't what it is. A lot of 113 was popping up too about this Act 3, that it's not, whatever is going on with them, it's not what you think it is. It's a lot of lies being put out here. Yeah. How do you go from trying to get a loan, 2 loans, and then you couldn't even qualify for it, and then now you're about to buy $100 million apartment? Really? They want us to believe that Beyonce and Jay-Z is still rolling in the dough. That's what they want us to believe. Now, after this concert, I think they're going to be rolling into dough. I think that this concert is going to bring in a lot of money. And they might have somebody backing them right now to help them front. But they just lost millions. Okay, y'all? They just lost millions of dollars buying that property overseas. Y'all. And we know they still have their house, the $200 million house that allegedly they're using as collateral. Okay? But let some of these bloggers tell it burnt down. Every time they do a video, Beyonce lost a $200 million house, it burnt down. Please stop smoking that stuff, man. Stop it. That would have been all over the news that Beyonce now would have lost this $200 million house. But let this blogger tell it they lost that house. That's the only thing they got to hold on to. That $200 million house that she's scared to live in, y'all. Word on the street is Beyonce scared of that house. She been running around here talking about she the god of water issue and all of that stuff. And it's so much water surrounding that place. She's scared, y'all, to be in it. Word on the street. Who buys a $200 million house and is scared to live in it? Beyonce and Jay-Z. Because they didn't mock God so much. And at the same time, they want to look like it's just heavenly sent around their house. She got so much water, she is scared out of her mind, y'all. She's scared. Believe it or not. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section about this whole situation. How do you all feel about this rock and roll album that's coming out? That's supposed to be, she's supposed to, really throw her allegiance into Satan with this whole situation. Can you imagine what these songs is gonna be like? Lord have mercy, what's she about to be singing about? Because she gets to go all out now, y'all. She gets to go all out and do her little disrespect. And she's repping for destruction and all of that stuff. The god of the underworld, that equals Hades. What is Hades, y'all? In Greek mythology, he is supposed to be the god of demise. This is what she's repping for, y'all. And this comes up when you put in trilogy. And this is what they're calling a Renaissance trilogy. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. So y'all see all the demonic stuff that was coming up under, Act 3 and what it was representing. It is representing, people being put under a spell at this concert, y'all. It is representing people, this just fire horse. It's going to be some type of incident take place around that situation. And they get energy from people passing away at these concerts and souls being taken. They get energy from this. This makes them feel good, y'all. So be careful. Literally be careful. Don't be fooled because, I am a TLC fan. I'm a Destiny Child fan. I ain't so much a Beyonce fan, but she is, honoring them. So I'm going to go to her concert and, support, because she supported my favorite artist. But she supported, allegedly, Madonna and Renaissance. She supported Dolly Parton. And it has been a string of, I'm just saying, almost passings to passings. From Act 1 to Act 2 to, I'm just saying. What do you expect from Act 3? Is it Doja Cat's turn? Ask yourself this question. She been out here pushing Satan. Everybody that's been collabing with Beyonce been catching it. And that's why I was saying TLC better stay away. I'm just saying. One of the artists on there stay sick all the time. It's just how you gonna end things. because you wanted to do a collab with Beyonce or let her honor you. I would tell her, no, thank you, Beyonce. I wouldn't want my name tied to her and Jay-Z. When you a Satanist, who wants their name tied to some mess like that, y'all? Who does? And there's so many people right now is probably gonna watch this video because Beyonce on there, and they're gonna be like, "Ooh, y'all better, we gotta get our outfit together. We going. The concert finna start. Everybody talking about it. I'm gonna have my money." People would rather pay up some of their bills or, invest in something, buy your car, do something. They would rather go to a 1-day concert just to see a Satanist cast spells on them. This world is really, really messed up, y'all. And like I said, I would not be surprised if Beyonce don't dip right after she do this concert. Dip off and into the sunset, her and Jay-Z. With the money they make this year. She's going to make some money off of sitting on the board, on the chair, co-chair, off of that. And then she's going to get a hefty bag off of this demonic album she's about to put out. As well as copying off of other artists. She is about to get a bag off of this. Merchandise is going to be sold through the roof. People going to have all kind of skull and bones out there in that audience. She is going to make a lot of money off of this. And I got a feeling that her and Jay-Z is going to be really on the run then. Okay? It wasn't a coincidence that people were saying, it was either through the Cowboy Count or the Renaissance, that people close to her in a circle were out here putting out that Beyonce was tired of working. Y'all. And now she got a couple jobs. She's bringing in 2026, coming in on a mission, y'all. And that mission is get that bag and get the heck out of Dodge. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe if you like the video. And thank you all so much for watching. Peace.